Hello and welcome to the USA New Times. Here are today's top stories shaping Africa and beyond. Nicolas Maduro was brought before Manhattan courts in handcuffs. $2 wins Central African Republic presidential election. Iran announces cash assistance amid economic crisis. J.D. Vance says his home was attacked. Nicolas Maduro was brought before Manhattan courts in handcuffs. Nicolas Maduro appeared before Manhattan courts in handcuffs while his wife was seen with her head covered, reportedly due to the injuries she may have sustained during the arrest. Witnesses in the courtroom said that upon arrival, Maduro appeared disoriented, but after a few minutes he regained composure and began greeting people, wishing them Happy New Year. When asked to identify himself, Maduro stated that he is the president of Venezuela and claimed that he had been kidnapped from his home since Saturday. He denied all charges against him, including allegations related to Cotello's possession of machine gun and explosives. The 25-page indictment alleges that while in office, Maduro facilitated the assurance of diplomatic passport to individuals involved in drug trafficking, allowing them to enter the United States with diplomatic immunity. These activities were also allegedly carried out using aircraft that transported the suspects. Addressing the court, Maduro declared, "I'm innocent. I have committed no crime. I am a honest man and I'm the president of Venezuela." During the hearing, journalists were not allowed to bring cameras into the courtroom and only limited number of reporters were granted access to observe the proceedings. Maduro's wife also pleaded no guilty, stating that she had no involvement in drug trafficking or arms-related activities. The hearing was brief after the charges were formally laid. Maduro was turned to detention. The next court session is scheduled on March 17, 2026. On Monday morning, Maduro and his wife, Syria Adera Flores de Maduro, were transformed from a detention facility in Brooklyn, New York, to the courts. Since his arrest, Maduro has been held on the Metropolitan Detention Center, MDC, Brooklyn. The facility has previously housed the other high-profile detainees, including music magazine Diddy Combs, who faced charges related to trafficking for sexual exploitation, and singer R. Kelly before he transformed to serve his sentence elsewhere. Maduro was transported from MDC by helicopter. Footage showed him heavily guarded by agents from Drug Enforcement Administration and other security personnel during his transfer to court. He was later moved from the helicopter into USA military armored vehicle as security was detained throughout the area. $2 wins Central African Republic presidential election. In the Central African Republic National Election Authority has announced that President Faustin Archange Touadéra has won the presidential election with 76.15% of the vote, defeating 7 other candidates. The election was held on December 28, 2025. According to the head of the Electoral Commission, Matthias Moruba, voter turnout stood at 52.42% out of nearly 2.4 million registered voters. Moluba stated that Aniseti George secured 14.66% of the vote, while Henry Mali Dondra received 3.19%. Both men previously served as prime ministers at different times. Political analyst in Central African Republic attributes Teodola's landslide victory to his success in restoring peace and security following in the 2020 crisis, during which armed groups destabilized the country. This was achieved with the support from Rwanda and Russian forces. After weakening the armed group, Teodora administration entered into a peace agreement aimed at the ending hostilities and strengthening cooperation on development initiatives. During his campaign, Teodora acknowledged that although his 9 years in power had delivered progress, challenge remained that he hoped to address during third term. The election results suggested that voters continue to place their trust in him. Teodora has led the Central African Republic since March 2016. He has cleared to run for third term after constitution amendments passed in 2023, decision later upheld by the country's top court in November 2025. He revised the constitution, extended the presidential term from 5 to 7 years, meaning the 68-year-old president could remain in the office until 2033. Iran announces cash assistance amid economic crisis. The Iranian government has announced the plan to provide citizens with financial assistance of approximately $7 per person as part of effort to ease the country's worsening economic situation. The decision comes as Iran has faced months of public protests driven by rising living costs and economic hardship. Government spokesperson Fatemeh Mohajelani made the announcement on January 5, 2026, stating that the support will be distributed over a 4-month period. Each individual will receive up to 1 million tomans per month, which will be deposited directly into their accounts for 4 months. Iran, which has a population of about 85 million, has struggled economically for years, largely due to the international sanction. On December 28, 2025, protests erupted across the country and have since intensified in the city of Karaj near Tehran. The demonstrators reportedly banned the national flag while chanting slogans against the government. By January 1st, 2025, at least 8 people, including members of the security force, has reportedly been killed during the protests. 2 more deaths were reportedly during the night of January 2nd to January 3rd, underscoring the escalating unrest. The demonstration has been most in town in western and southern Iran, where clashes and destruction of public infrastructure have been reported. J.D. Vance says his home was attacked. USA Vice President J.D. Vance has revealed that his home was targeted by an individual who attempted to break in by smashing window with the hammer before being stopped by USA Secret Service and the local police. Vance shared the information on his post X on January 5, 2025, with thanking well-wishers for their support and concern for his family. All I can say is that the disturbed individual attempted to force entry by striking the window with hammer. I'm grateful to the Secret Service and the Sentinel Police Department for their swift response. He added that the incident occurred while he and his family has not yet returned home from Washington, D.C. Gunmen kill 13 civilians in northern Nigeria. Nigerian police has confirmed that armed men carried out an attack in Niger State, northern Nigeria, killing at least 13 civilians, abducting several others. In a statement, Niger State Police spokesperson Wisuyu Abiodun said more than 13 people lost their lives in the attack, while others were abducted. He added that the gunmen stormed the Kaswan Daji market in Demo village, setting shop on fire, destroying food supplies and looting goods. Police said the attackers come from Forest Reserve in Kabe district, an area known to serve as hideout of armed criminal group. Eyewitness told Reuters that the assailants arrived on motorcycle and opened fire indiscriminately, abducting women and children. One witness said, "No security force has arrived since the attack began. We are currently collecting the bodies." Nigeria remains one of the African countries most affected by armed criminal gangs, with civilians bearing the brunt of ongoing violence. On November 25, about 215 students abducted from St. Mary's School, also in Niger State, although most of them were later rescued. Those are the latest regional and international development. For continued updates, in-depth analysis, and breaking news, stay with the USA New Times, your trusted source for global affairs.